Okay, and the next one we got to see, which we don't have a release date, is Horizon Forbidden West. Have you got to see any of this footage yet?
It is just stupid pretty.
Right?
This is
And we're watching, so it's PS5 footage. We didn't get a release date, but they did say the devs afterwards said it's still on track, but they didn't specify what on track is. Earlier, the past couple months, they've said that they're committed to 2021. So is it on track for 2021 or next year? Who knows? But it looks gorgeous. I don't know how this thing's going to run on a PS4.
Is it supposed to?
It's supposed to. It's cross-gen. So, and I watched Digital Foundry did a breakdown, and then even the team was like, "How is this thing going to run on PS4 or even PS4 Pro?" It's like they can do things like drop the resolution on textures and in general, the amount of stuff that's on screen, blah blah blah. Like they can do stuff, but this seems like it's at the capacity of what PS5 can do. And although it's like the first year of PS5, it just looks really really amazing.
Right.
So I don't know, but if they can do it, awesome.
I haven't seen a Digital Foundry video pop up in my feed forever.
I'm a big fan, so I'll search them out. As soon
the
as the game comes out, I like to see what they say on it, like what the comparison is. Especially this one, I was like, I want to see what because they always notice stuff that goes way over my head just from watching footage.
yeah.
But yeah, they had good things to say. It looks dope. I really cannot wait for this. There's some mind blowing of stuff that happens in this game. But yeah, no, it's. Did you have any interest in? Because this now came to PC. The last Horizon.
I need to. I do hear it's kind of hard to run, because they allowed the settings to go even higher, on PC. So I should. I hear it's great. It seems kind of up my alley. I like these big, mostly open world games. I love Ashley Birch voicing Lilu or whatever her name is. Aloy. What's her name?
Aloy.
Aloy. Yeah. So I'm definitely willing to give it a shot.
You got robot dinosaurs. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, you can't top. And now they have like chainsaw jaws, which is dope.
Yeah.
Was there underwater swimming like this in the first one?
There
at
was
all?
not. No.
Okay, so that's new.
Yeah,
we've
when they
also
show that
got fighting game style super moves,
That's
which is
nuts.
awesome.
Yeah, that caught me completely off guard.
I don't know how I feel about this little glowy thing where you just
See, I really dig it. So it's all like baked into her UI because she has her own like projector deal. So a lot of stuff
Sure.
you're not going to see because, or like it's not really in the world. She's seeing it. I just like that little touch to it.
It just feels a little overly video gamey in a game that's not super. It doesn't
It's
seem
video
super
game, man.
video gamey. Also, she did talk quite a bit. Does she normally talk this much in the game?
Yeah, she's a talker. It's
Okay.
it's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, give me that super move. That's
Look at that water alone. That's insane.
Yeah.
To be rendering like the stuff on above the world, this water stuff happening at any given moment, it's nuts. Just like the colors going on, the how deep this ocean seems to go, at least the coastline, like it's
Yeah.
insane.
Ooh, there we got that isn't
Swimming
cool.
dinosaur guy.
Yeah.
It's just mind blowing how, but it's with this, it's also Ratchet and Clank. We're just in the first year of these next gen systems,
Yeah.
and already it's like, how does it get better than this? But apparently, it's just, we still have ways to go.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. I would really love if they had nailed or actually placed a date to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hopeful. I think this one has more of a chance of reaching holiday 2021 versus God of War because we've only seen an image, like a logo for God of War. So I think this has more of a chance.
I have no faith in God of War coming
I
out
do not either.
when they say it is.
Yeah, but they still yet to change the date, and it's like,
Yeah.
just change it. I mean, what's the big deal? Even this one's like, if it's not 2021, I don't blame you. But if they don't nail this holiday season with this game, they don't have a big first party Sony game for this holiday season.
Sure.
So I think they need at least one.
Well, when is the one game coming out?
Deathloop, and now that is timed at least for PlayStation. You're right, and that is holiday. So maybe that's one they could lean into. I want to say that's like October-ish.
Well, that's terrifying.
Right. Yeah, and we'll watch this boss battle, but like...
Oh, there's a boss battle?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that far.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you fight this Razor Claw, I think it's called. This not werewolf thing, this mastodon elephant deal. But yeah, like the attacks from the elephant will change the way the sand looks. It looks like there's ray tracing going on. There's at least reflections, like everything's reflecting.
Sure.
And it's destroying the world around you. It's just nuts, man.
I'd be curious to look at. So they showed off with their engine because it is their own engine. At least the first one is.
Yeah, it's a Decima. Same thing with Death Stranding. They use the same engine.
Sure, yeah. And that engine, they showed off the tools are really optimized to make great, like really awesome open worlds
You also have that.
very quickly. I think I stopped right before that popped up.
Oh,
And I'd be curious to know, like, if this is the same engine, like what kind of new stuff? Because this looks, again, I haven't played the first one again, but it looks like there's a lot more. It's it's not just hype maps. There's a lot of detail crammed in, a lot of custom kind of stuff. So it looks fantastic. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what kind of changes they made there.
yeah. I know. Insomniac does a lot of developer like breakdowns after game comes out. So like they've done that with Spider-Man, where they'll go to GDC or whatnot and just talk about like the streaming software and like how they made everything function the way they did, especially using like old hard drives. And so I don't know if Gorilla does that, but it'd be dope to see like how is this thing running.
They definitely did it with the last one. They showed off their tools. They just made like a large hillside with paths and stuff very quickly. And their tools are like, all right, set your density, and it'll generate all the trees and all this other stuff, and then whether it's on a slope. So it seems like it's kind of like maybe an engine built for programmers to make a game very quickly. But if the your designers are tech savvy, and a lot of them are, then yeah, you can whip out quite the environment very quickly.
Yeah, so just take notice of like the destruction that happens. So this is a walking boss, like a walking tower basically, but there's enemies on top of the thing, and the way they get thrown off is just insane with all the different physics that are going on. The way it's like not terraforming, but like deforming the sand with the attacks is really dope.
Yeah.
And then just the reflections, like everything's being reflected on the sand and in a really awesome way. It's just nuts. So I hope to see this a holiday. That'd be a huge juggernaut if they can actually nail it for this year. But yeah, you got to play. So after I watched this, I went in and played Horizon on PS4 again, and
the whole thing.
I was just like jumping into one of my last saves, and man, that game still holds up. It's really fun.
I guess the question I've had: Did she knock that off of the beast?
So you can use weapons that you knock off. That was in the last one.
Nice.
And just the way that.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Wow, this feels epic.
Yeah, and the way they build these boss battles is awesome. Or how in the first one there was those like satellite dished, really tall robot zombies, monsters, dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And you can climb them, and they're always walking around. So just like the way you feel so small against these things. Yeah, I don't know how's the PS4 going to do that? All the physics and stuff happening, but hey, I don't know. I know they're awesome at Gorilla.
Fine, but I don't know it'll look this good. Wow.
Maybe there's some like frame rate missteps there, like in the PS4 version, but
that's epic.
It's nuts, man. I wish they would have given us a date, but it's on the right track for sure.
I like how aggressive the elephant was too.
Yeah, it's attacking you, it's charging you full force, and destroying the world around you too. Yeah, and then the trailer pretty much ends there, but yeah, that was a big deal when they showed that off. So and this also has the internet wondering, because this was such a big reveal, Sony hasn't really said anything as far as like their E3 quote unquote plans. So do they show anything off, this year, or what are they going to, or is it going to be like later in the summer?
Haven't they just not been doing it?
They haven't been doing it. They've been doing their own thing. But like, are they going to also have their own stream this month about what's coming, or was this kind of it because we don't get a date for Horizon? So is this kind of them talking about what's coming down the line?
Right.
And they spent a long time showing this off. So maybe we don't see like a proper E3 showing from Sony, at least on their own.
We might not.